Alrighty, here's our list for today. We need to get that new air dryer put on. We need to pay attention, spend some time with the airbags. I think I got another leak out of one of my 8 airbags. We need to get new fuel filters on it. I want to adjust all the brakes up. We have our door handle. The door handle came, the inside and outside door handle came early, so I'm very happy about that. I say fuel filters already, brakes, anything else. I want to wash out the radiator and the air to air and the AC condenser. Make sure everything's greased up. I spoke with Caterpillar about the rear end, that seal we talked about in a previous video. So I'm going to take it down there. I made an appointment. So when that appointment comes, I will take it down there and they will put that seal in. But we're kind of thinking we might go ahead and rebuild that entire front rear differential, because I have no clue how many miles are on it. And it probably is getting a little sloppy, a little wore out. So that seal probably just is the breaking point of it. Plus I have some suspension components that need some attention, but that's not for today. Today we have a pretty simple list. I know I'm forgetting a couple things, but that's why I wrote them down. And I don't have the list with me to share it with you. This right here is a line that runs from the actual compressor to the air dryer. See how rough that looks around there? And right there, it looks like it's going to blow out at any point. And then there's a burnt spot up here, right there. This line gets extremely hot. So it's not a bad idea to replace it every once in a while. Look at me. Are you guys proud? I'm doing preventative maintenance. I'm kind of shocked myself. I tried to get that loose. Yes, we do have another airbag with a leak. I just need to replace them all at the same time. There's 8 airbags back there, and I tell you what, by the time you fix one, another one starts leaking. You fix that one, another one starts leaking. But with 8 airbags, well, financially that adds up pretty quick, I think. I can't even remember how much it was when I replaced the other 2. But now we have another one. Unfortunately, tires and wheels need to come off because I cannot get a grip onto that. And well, I'm just a shade tree mechanic, and barely that, not even that. I'm just a truck driver that knows how to break things. I don't take wheels off. I did that, they'd fall off going down the road, and we all know it. So don't tell me to take them off. We all know if I put wheels on, they will fall off going down the road. That's a $100 line. $462.72 is what we're walking out of there with. I went in and I talked to Harold. If you're not from around here, Harold is the old school guy here, Peterbilt. He works on the old, well, he works on everything, but if you need anything, any questions about old school trucks, old school engines, and everything, and my C16 Cat is considered old school, as in, Harold, wow, I ain't worked on one of those in a while. I hate hearing that. When shops say that, they used to say that about my big cam 4 Cummins in my old Freightliner. Huh, haven't seen one of those in a while. That scares me. But I talked to him a little bit and we spoke. I told him what that air dryer was doing. And I had the air dryer right there and he looked it over real good. And he goes, boy, Kurt, I just don't think it's your air dryer. And he goes, I think it's your unloader valve in the compressor. I go, can I replace that? I've never replaced an unloader valve in the compressor. I've replaced the entire compressor, but not the unloader valve. So he gave me a rebuild kit. And he said, I think you can do it, Kurt. So I got a $30 rebuild kit for the compressor, for the unloader valve. We're just going to rebuild that up, and that whole area we're going to fix up. That's going to be a first. Haven't done that before. Then I actually got some more preventative maintenance stuff. Are you guys scared? I mean, you should be proud of me. The turbo boots, you know, the air, I haven't replaced those in about 7 years. So I figured just we'll grab 4 of those. Then a couple other little odds and ends, loaded up back up on fuel filters, little stuff like that. I think everybody should be proud. Give me a round of applause or something. Preventative maintenance. Right now you're thinking, Kurt, we're not going to say anything till it's on the truck. You have a whole box of lights sitting at the truck and you never put them on. You have a whole box of this or that and you never do it. So I don't get the round of applause till I put them on the truck themselves.
Thank you for choosing McDonald's. Will you be using the mobile app today?
No.
What can I get you?
2 plain cheeseburgers and a large Fanta. There you go, Jax. Here, Opie. Get up. Get up, Opie. His butt is on the seat. You can't see it, but he eats like he does in the semi. Jax, you are a drool monster. Look how big they're getting. When I left last week, they were just eggs. They hadn't even hatched yet. Well, on the plus, I don't think it looks as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I was ready to get on here and tell you guys this is probably going to end very badly, but I'm going to try it. It looks very simple to do, actually. That gasket on the top of that plate, this thing right here, was looking pretty ugly. But the way I understand, I'm going to... Okay, I don't see a spring though. I have 1 spring. Is there supposed to be 2? Because there's 2 rods. Gasket, silicone grease. This should go okay. Yeah. Okay, it's on now. You know, it ended up being a lot easier process than I thought it was going to be. You know, my kit didn't come with 2 springs. It only came with the 1 spring. So I ended up reusing a spring. But they weren't gummed up real bad. I mean, you're looking at a little bit of gunk on the bottom, but nothing like what I've seen, because I YouTubed it. YouTube University, you know, I watched a couple. And those were really bad. So it's got the springs in it. New, what are we going to call these? Push rods. Those look like brand new yet. I don't know. I'm going to put that braided line on, put the dryer back on, take the filter off the dryer, make sure no gunk got down in there, lube it all up, clean it all up, and then we're fired up, see if it still works or if it still does what it was doing. He's pretty confident one of those was getting stuck though. So he knows his stuff, so I'm not going to doubt him at all. But they just looked really clean. What's up? Supervisor's here.
How's it going?
It's going okay. How about yourself, Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Always go with your first instinct. It's still busted. I'm gonna have to take it off again. It's the dryer. I knew it was the dryer. I knew it was. Just wasted an hour or more. Well, not really. I was dinking around. Yep, it's the dryer. So I'm gonna take those lines off again, connect them back up, bypass it, leave it on, take it up there and make them take it off and put it on for free. Could you imagine if I walked into a dealership and told them that? You're going to take this off and you're going to put it on for free because you told me it was the wrong thing twice now. No, that's not the way it goes, which is fine. Trial and error. I knew those, whatever those valves are called on the compressor, I knew they weren't bad the minute I pulled them out. I don't even know what they were supposed to look like before they went in. And they looked just like the ones I was putting in there, so I knew they weren't bad. That stinks. I was hoping to have this taken care of. We leave to go trucking again tomorrow, and I really wanted this taken care of. This has been an ongoing thing for 3 weeks now. Alright, got the boots on at least. That compressor or that dryer, I can't figure that out whatsoever. I'm pretty sure it's just the wrong dryer. The boots, on the other hand, were not as easy as what I first anticipated. About this one right here was probably the easiest one to do. Look how short that one is. It has 1 ring still in the middle. The gap in between that, I'm not kidding you, was that right there. It was that right there in between each one. The other side ended up pretty good. They're not short like this side is. Sometimes I wonder about myself. Same thing. I had to actually take 2 of the rings off because this tube goes to right here and this goes to right there. You got a gap about like that in there. Then this thing I left 2 rings on because you got the tube goes to about right there. So it is what it is. They're new. They're in better shape than the old ones were. Uber Dad, when he was over here, he dropped off the hats that he's making. He bought a hat press and a shirt press, and he's starting to make them now. They're not for sale yet. I will for surely let you know when he starts selling homemade merchandise versus buying it through, or I don't know. Dad is the merchandise guy, so you guys are going to have to talk to him about all that. But look at that. That's pretty darn cool, right? I like that hat too. That is a cool hat. He gave me about a half dozen of them, so if you see me out on the road, I usually give you stickers. But this time, well, for about 6 of you, I'm going to give you a hat. so don't be afraid to run me down if you see me out here. If the curtains are drawn, then don't see me because I'm snoozing. But if the curtains are open, I'm sitting in the truck or whatnot, come up, give me a knock, or if you see me out and about, stop me and you can get a hat out of the deal. Inside handle, outside handle. Remember the day we were working on this? Oh, I was owly. Whew, that was a bad video. That was a hard video to edit. Definitely a hard video to edit. I wanted to scrap the whole thing, but then Opie gave me some content like he usually does if I'm desperate. And it's that video where I said Opie tried attacking that guy. I am not having a good day with parts. Has to be the wrong one. This pin right here needs to be where that hole is at. I can't find my old door handle. I know I didn't throw it away. I know I didn't. It's in this truck somewhere, but I've ripped the truck apart and I cannot find it. That pin needs to be there, but I can't get that pin out because it looks like it's soldered in. This day's going. All right. You guys stay safe, as always. I'll see you next time. The cover that was on my old one is just a shade too big. See how it overhangs? That's what's catching the handle right there. I'm done.